I am live. I am live. I am live. Oh boy, I can't believe it. It's Monday already. ah, and I am here. I am here. Yep, I knew that was going to come. But anyway, I am so excited to be here after the weekend. I am just so excited to bring my cup. Wait a minute. Y'all come on in. Let me get my coffee. Oh, God. I think I found the pea. I found the pea. I found the pea. Rich, let me know when you come out of the room. I know they done heard me. I knew he had peed on that floor. Okay. I am back. I knew my dog had wet the floor. I don't waste coffee all over my shoes. This is definitely Monday morning. Definitely Monday morning. I'm so happy everybody is here. And hopefully I won't waste this coffee on anything. And we got an overcast here in Florida. And I tell you, it is, just they say it's gonna only rain about 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all it's gonna rain. But yeah, this weekend I cleaned out the closets and what else did I do? I was so happy about that I did all that, and then I just felt good because I had got everything cleaned up and cleaned out and all that good stuff. And then I had my tea party on Sunday, and it was amazing. Amazing. It truly was. Bill's birthday was amazing. And I know he partied all last night. I know he did that. And I'm trying to think what else did I do? And how was your weekend? Because my weekend was phenomenal. Phenomenal. It really was. Like I said, it was really a productive weekend. Hey, Patrols of Travel, I just asked about you. I just asked about you. Are you still doing your interviews on Sunday? I would love to do it again with you. I would love it. So get in my chat, and I don't ask many people, Patrols. I like you. So everything's going great. It really is. I had a phenomenal weekend. We had the second tea party again. So that was a lot of excitement for me. And yeah, and I'm gonna start doing my long videos on Sunday at around noon would be good because I notice that's where most of my people are in, and that's why sometimes I think about taking my live later on, and I think it'll be a lot busier, but I just like doing it in the morning. So I'm gonna keep doing it and see how it goes because I have great ones that come in, and it's just, but do you still do your lives on Sunday, Pedrosa, or you just do it whenever? And yeah, but we're gonna get this started this morning to never give up, never ever give up, because I tell you, in my life, I've done so much. But let's get this started.
Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying?
Oh, that's my favorite. My weekend was good. It would be fun to have you. Oh, great. Okay, great. Whenever you're ready, let me know. I would enjoy, coming back on again um, you know, and bring some of my friends to the show. And also, Scratch and Pete is dropping a video today. I was thinking that he would have already dropped it, but he hasn't. I wanted to be the first to see it, but it's 2023 summer teaser video. So he's dropping it today. He's not doing a premiere. So I can't wait for him to drop that. I like your background is yeah, I love that. That's where I want to go. I want to go. I want to see all the, those buildings. I would love to go. Have you been to Italy, Pedrosa? Yeah, I would love to go to Italy. I would love it for sure. Okay, and also I have people to share me out too, Pedrosa. And the people that shared me out, I pin them up like the next time I'm live. And Swoop Like Me was one of them. And Dee Dee, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Maharani. And then another one shared me out was Ningshi, Nigshih Kangoshi. So three people shared me out, which was great. So that really helps, with the lives and everything. Okay. And today, what we're going to be talking about, never give up because success is right around the corner. Never ever give up. And also, I want to make an announcement with Warm Strong. He banter with Bill. He's still gonna do 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Wednesday 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Controversial Cruising. He's also he's gonna do it at that time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to get that out. And Destination Fun Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Pedrosa says I have been to Italy. Let me pull it up. I have been to Italy. I have seen to the I've seen the it's called I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. Cinque Terre, and there is a little train. Oh my God. I would love that. So you cruise there or did you fly there? Now that's where I would love to go to. I would love to see those in a train connecting. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And then I like to think to my friends that come and watch my the repeat of after I go off. And I'm telling you, Pedrosa, after I go off, that's when I really get my numbers, which is amazing. And that's why I say I know I'm, missing a lot of working people, so and I have a lot of generation. It was millennials. Now it's starting to change over to generation X. Is that after the millennial? I must say after the generation after mine. So I think it's generation X. And then millennials was 100% one time. Now they're saying it's 100% of generation X. So they would be about 45, like my son's age, somewhere up in there. So they're starting to watch me because one time they weren't watching me at all. He says, I flew to Rome and then took a train to the villages. Oh, okay. Okay. That sounds fun. Was it really expensive when you went? Because I bet you it's more expensive now than when you went. But I would love to go there. And did you have problems too with the language? There is X, then okay, then millennials. Yeah, it's X because millennials, it was 100% of that was watching me. It was no one of course, people of different ages watch you, but they just don't register as much as the ones that majorly watch you. So I was just amazed because people my age don't really watch. They watch, but it's just not in that. Maybe it'll shift because it shift from the millennials. Now it's generation X 100%. So yeah. Thanks for sharing that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start because like I say, a lot of times a lot of people come in after, later in the afternoon when I go off. So that's why I try to start right away so they don't think that, I just put a topic up there and I wasn't going into it. But I always like to say, and I like to talk about competition too. Um, it used to be a time when there was healthy competition. Now I say it's like war and a beat up and bloody. People really now don't try to build each other up and celebrate each other. That competition, it has changed. And it's, like even in football, basketball, and all those, it's nice to have a little healthy competition. And sometimes they cross the line, but now it seems like nobody really want to build each other up, is what it is, and celebrate each other. It's like I think about Beyonce the singer, and then I think about Whitney Houston. And some people will say that some are better than others, but I say build them both up, is what I say. He said, yes, people get jealous. If one person perceived it more. I know, and and that's what, and I talk about it a lot because it's so much out here for us. And even, with YouTube, you know, it's not saturated at all. It is not saturated at all. So, but I just wanted to say that. I just heard someone talking about that this morning, a young guy, in fact, and he was saying that instead of competing, we need to celebrate each other. But that's not the way the world operates, and it has never operated that way. Trying to hunt for my phone too. I should already set it up, is what it is. And it has been a busy morning too. I've been shooting let's see, I've been going through let me hurry up and get over here. I've been going through, hold on, I should already had this set up my phone, but I didn't. I didn't. Okay, so we're okay. Nope, wrong one. Oh Lord. Let's see. I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. It should be so easy. It should. I guess I'll just forget it for a little bit. Use it pop. Okay, there it is. There it is. Guess I'll just forget it for oh Lord. I'm really. Oh, but anyway, okay, I got it. I need to turn my phone off and do that. But yeah, people, yeah, 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 we can all win. And you know what? That's no matter what we do and where we at, in this. But yeah, we can all win. And also, because I was going to talk a little bit later about, the YouTube, I was going to say that for the end, how we can really, work better together and not thinking, just take. Because you can tell a person that take a lot and not give. I can even say in the chat, a lot of people will drop their link, and they leave. So a lot of times you could pick up that they really are takers, and they really just, worried about themselves. So yeah. And what I say is never ever give up. I'll be 68 this year, and I have given up so many times on so many things. And I think the reason I did that was because I lost interest, and I never dreamed big. I never know how to dream big, Pedroza. I never knew how to dream big. Even growing up, I talked about that. I never dreamed big. I don't think I even thought about what I wanted to be. You know, I never, how people say I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a police, a firefighter, um, a nurse, but I never dreamed of um big. And I wished I would have, because I know my life would have been so much differently. Yeah. And Pedroza says, it isn't about how many times we fall. I really appreciate you being here this morning, too. I just want you to know it is about how many times we get back up. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because even in the YouTube world, there are a lot of successful YouTube people that left for a long period of time because they're trying to find themselves, they're trying to find the footing, and they don't quite know where. And then, know what? I'm thinking of this girl, I can't think of her name. And then she came back and she was so successful the next time she came in, because that just wasn't the moment. She tripped a little bit, didn't really fall, and she got back up. She dusted herself off, and and that's what keeps me going, knowing that success is just around the corner. I would rather at the end of the line have been able to say I tried and failed than say I didn't try at all. Yeah, and and that's one thing too, is with YouTube, I even had set up a time. I've changed that though. I had set up a time that the end of the year, if I hadn't got to the certain point in YouTube world, that that I was going to leave, if I didn't feel like I was successful in that. But I've changed. I think at one point I got tired. I got burnt out. I took a little time off, especially after I became monetized. And then I, for some reason, after we got monetized, I was drained. I was tired again. I came back pretty strong. And then I got tired again. And then I stopped making videos for about 6 weeks. But then I kept doing my lives because I love to do lives. I love my lives. And I stopped making videos for about 6 weeks. And in the YouTube world, if you're not consistent, they will not pay attention to you. YouTube will not push your videos out. Before, they were pushing my videos out. Now they're not doing it. So it's going to take, they want to see some consistency. And I understand that. But now I am at a different place with YouTube. Hey, Warm Strong. And yeah, I'm at a different place. One time I said I wasn't going to leave. It was two things. I had bought expensive equipment, expensive equipment, and just put so much hard work into it, just hard work. Pedroza says, we see all channels come and go. Yes, they and that's what I'm saying. Some people leave, they trip up, but a lot of people fall. Life gets in the way, and everything. But some people come back, and those are the one I'm talking about, is they don't give up and they come back and they be successful. Yeah, it's social media. It is social media, Pedroza. That's what it is. Social media. You're as good as what you do today. Whatever you did yesterday, that don't matter. It's like being a salesperson, really, because on YouTube, basically, we work for ourselves. So you got to sell yourself, even though people don't think so. I'm the commodity when I come here on this platform. Okay. So it's not what I did yesterday. Yes, my tea party was successful yesterday, but that was yesterday. That was yesterday. So here we are today, and I still have to work my tail off to, build my community up, is what it is, and not give up. And sometimes that's hard. Um, you look over at the numbers and you're like, oh, shoot. But now I can get past that and I can continue on, because I know there is going to be people after now that comes. Maybe they're working, they don't have the time. I'm too early. And a lot of times I think I come on a little, too early, but I like the time. So we're going to work with it that way. And I did change my premieres. They were on Friday morning at 9, but now I'm gonna switch them to noon on Sunday to see if I can get more traction to them. and see if YouTube will start pushing them out, because YouTube will tell when they're pushing out your stuff. Okay. So, and also I'm gonna go back and make these couple of announcements that I'm gonna talk again about never giving up and why we should never give up. But the persons that shared me out on Friday was Swoop Like Me, Ning Shi, King Joshi, and Dee Dee. We all know Dee Dee though, Maharani. And I thank you so much for that, for sharing me out, and all the ones that look at me after and later on. And also, I had announced Warm Strong Banter with Bill is Thursday night at 7, 7, no 6, and he sent it to me too. He sent it to me. Okay, 4 p.m. I got it. 4 p.m. Banner with Bill. Good morning, official Jamia. But Banner with Bill, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Bill. And then him and Controversial Cruising, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. I got it right. Jamie, I was thinking about you this morning. I hope all is well. I really do hope all is well. I had a busy weekend, very busy weekend. And you know what I'm talking about. Never give up. This weekend, I cleaned out closets. Anybody that's cleaned out junky closets? I hadn't cleaned out closets since I started YouTube. So they were, so you gotta, to clean out closets, you gotta make a mess, then you gotta clean it back up. That's the hard part. But I did that this weekend. Then we had the tea party, the birthday tea party for Bill, and it was amazing. It was successful. We had so many people show up, and I'm gonna do it again. The end of August. I don't know if we'll have the same people. If they want to, then I'll happily have them, our new people. I want to keep it to about what it is, the number wise. Don't want it, all 10 squares filled up. But I'm gonna get back to never giving up. Never giving up. You could fall, you could trip, but don't stay on that ground. Don't stay on that ground. And like I say, so many times I have given up. I have seen 6 decades of life. And I also said, and I don't know if anybody in the chat, have you ever dreamed big? Something that you wanted, something that you dreamed of. It could have been, I guess I dreamed about having $1 million. But anybody in the chat, hey, Rooted Essential, I'm just asking the question. Hey, D, welcome. I'm just asking the question because as a child, and Rooted Essentials, you have a small child, and also Jamie have teenagers, and Warm Strong have young grown adults, and I know Pedroza has children. And as a child or growing up, did you ever dream big about something? I know Jamie loved to do hair, so I'm sure that was in her mind. But anybody in that chat, because as a child, I never. So if you never, please talk to your children and tell them, they can dream big. Can you imagine in my life if I had parents that really taught me to dream big? And my life could have been different. If I would have listened to my mom and not married that man, my life would have been different. But that was just the path that I was supposed to go down. Dee, thank you so much for watching the tea party after. Yes, it was fun. And I always know when you're tired. I really, really do. I always know when you're tired. I really do. But for the busy weekend, because I was busy, I really am feeling good. It's a good place right now, and I'm gonna keep this good place. It's a good season right now, Jamie, for me, because I've had seasons going through this. Even this morning with YouTube, because I want to start the vlogging world, and I've already did 3 clips this morning. Hey, Bud Files, thank you so much for coming in. I've done 3 clips, and I used to couldn't do that. I couldn't even used to do 1 clip. And you know why? Yes, thumbs up, please. Thank you so much, Rooted. Famous. I know your name. Is new to my family, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you're into oils, his is organic. They're plant-based too, I believe. And he sell humidifiers too, really neat ones for kid rooms and everything. So Rudy, just put hashtag Betty so your link will drop. So yep, I know, famous. I do, I know. Oh my goodness. But yeah, about never giving up. Sometimes, hey, Scratch and Pete, sometimes you give up. And Scratch and Pete is having Pete, I went looking for your video. I said, oh, I know he done dropped this one. I'm gonna be the first to look at it. But he's dropping a special today, 2023 summer teaser. Okay, and it's dropping in the chat. So I'm gonna say a Nightbot's dropping about every 5 minutes. So please don't miss it. Look out for it today, because I'm looking out for it. And just know Pete is on 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. Don't miss him. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the never giving up, because so many times I did give up, and I never was taught to dream big. And like I said, I don't know about anybody in the chat if your parents taught you to dream big, or you just knew to do it. Okay, and I know too. Okay, let's see what Rudy says. Yes, I'm all about health. Yeah, and that's going to help you when you get my age. Okay, health and wellness and plant-based products is what I'm about, and educating others. And I do sell the products to get yours today. Okay, okay, and yes, take care of your health now, because you're going to really enjoy quality of life by the time you get to where I am. I can tell you that one. Okay. Uh, D said we had a good weekend. My families are all up Port Douglas. My sister Jody had her 50th birthday. Okay. Up in Queensland. Oh, you couldn't go. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that you couldn't go. But yes, if you haven't, I'm going to say that one more time. If you haven't taught your children to dream big, then do it now. Even if you got teenagers, do it now so they can really focus in on what, they need to, to get it. Pay for your health now. Yeah. Yeah. Because, what's so amazing, famous, is when I go to the doctor now, he's like, Betty, I don't know. He said, I feel like I don't have anything for you. And he'll usually say, let me take your vitals at least. And also, with my doctor, I have a great relationship with him. When he asks me about a test, I'm the one to make the decision, yes or no. And I need that kind of doctor that don't feel like he got that power over me. So I'm in there making decisions also. Okay. But anyway, let's go back to this never giving up. I started so many things in my life. Have anybody in the chat also? You dream big, but then you start something and then you stop. That's my problem. I start things, but I don't complete them, is what it is. I can remember I went to be a nail tech. A nail tech. I don't even like to do, I just wanted to make some money. I don't even like to do nails. I did that. And if I would have did them nails on somebody, they would have want their money back. And they would have made me take the nails off. I did that. I would have never did that, to be truthful. Esthetician, I kind of like that. I never did it, but I started out happily. But I like that, making people feel, yeah, that would be good for me, like an esthetician, because I like to run my mouth somewhat. And yeah, I started that. I've tried to think of things that I started and stopped. Is there anything that y'all start and stop on that you can think through your life? And it was the nail tech, esthetician, oh, medical encoder. I bought the book. I signed up for the class, paid for the class. Ain't never went but one time. I went one time. Famous said, yes, I'm working on my son, dreaming big. Nothing can stop him, I'm, but we start him. Yeah, start him very young. Cause, I wished I would have, really taught my sons how to work for themselves. I did it, but I never really taught them to do it. I did it for years. They watched me work a 9 to 5. They watched me work a second job. Then they watched me work for years for myself. Okay. And yes, consistency is the key. No matter what we do in this life, YouTube, working at something hard, painting the house. I've tried that. I stopped that years ago and had to hire a painter in the end, so, sometimes, hey, CV, how you enjoying that vacation? Yeah, starting, and we're going to never give up. Ever, ever give up is what we're going to do. But yes, consistency. And I even said with YouTube, I had stopped making long videos. I was still doing 3 lives, but it still wasn't really helping with the algorithm of YouTube pushing me out. So I've got back to that, and I'm going to talk about that later because I am really, really happy about how my vlogging is going. And like I said, I say I did 3 clips, but I really did 4 clips this morning. And I am so happy about that because when I first started vlogging, y'all, I couldn't do it. It was just so uncomfortable with me and the camera and the angles and stuff. So now you were even seeing some of my vlogging videos, me moving the camera, and I'm like, hey, come on with me on this journey and I will get better. So just see me from the beginning to the end is how I explain it. But like I said again, I never dreamed big, and if I had, it would have taken me to so many places, y'all. Places that I never dreamed of. I watch people that that you know, dream big. I've seen other people do it, but it's work, and like I say, once I worked for myself, it's hard work, but it was worth every moment of it. When I look back, when I worked for myself, even through the hard times, I never even thought about giving up. And that was me being a doula, working with pregnant women. I always had that inside, but I never took it and made it big until I became a doula. And that I never tired of. When you do something you love, you don't watch the clock. I never watched the clock when the moms were in labor. I never did. Let me see what y'all saying over in this chat. My CV. I never had a BMX bike. Oh, a BMX bike found in the trash. Then my brother said he wanted it. Oh boy, I tell you, siblings. Only 4 hours to go, and Heather, Werner, and Drew would be at the airport ready to go to the U.S. Oh, okay. I don't think they're coming to Florida though. I I don't think so. Dee, did you hear them talk anything about coming to Florida again? But I don't think they're coming to Florida. I think Werner was a little apprehensive of our laws. So, yeah. And it might not be a good time to come to Florida. Who knows? Maybe they're saving their lives by not coming here. As Warmstrong say, us Floridians is crazy. Hey, Deb. And I did tell Warmstrong that you did wish him a happy birthday. And Deb, what we was talking about is we were talking about dreaming big. As a young person, did you ever dream big? Did you know what you wanted, Deb? Did you ever know a dream so big that did you know what you wanted? Because like I say, I never did. And if I did, my life would be so different, So, and another reason people give up is because they have families. They have families that they have to work, they got bills, they got what else? Household they got to take care of. So a lot of people have to push it on the side when they start having children. They get married, then they push it in the back of their head. And then years later, like at my age, then they think about it again. Because honestly, I'm going to tell y'all, you can do whatever you want at any age. If you have your health and vitality, you can do it. I promise you. If I really wanted to go back to college for 4 years, I can do it. I could do it. I just don't want to study, but I could do it, So that's why I say, like famous say, if you got your health and vitality when you get to be my age, oh yeah, you can do it. You can do it. She said, I want a job that you are trying to get out the door from. I'm trying. I want a job that you are trying to get out the door from. I understand that one, girl. I want a job that you are trying to get out the door from. Or you just don't want to work. Is that what you're saying? I'm not understanding that one. Why? I want a job that you are trying to get out the door from. I guess you don't want to work at all. That's probably sound like it. Florida has a little. Y'all ain't talking about my governor. And then Warmstrong blamed us Floridians. We live in a red state. I don't know what else to tell him. And I don't see us ever changing out of a red state. Not while I'm alive. Not while I'm alive, CV. Niagara is awesome. Okay. Niagara. Okay. Niagara Falls. Then after Niagara Falls, listen to CV. The school teachers saying then after Niagara Falls, head north to Fort Niagara across. Okay, over. I would love to go to Canada. I just don't want to go to Canada when the winter time is. I don't want to go to Canada at that time. So yeah. But that would be, I would love, because now I know people over there. So I would love to go to Canada. I would love to go. I'd like to go to Italy where they got, and you never know, you see the little background in behind me. And maybe that's why I have it, because that really is in the bog of my mind and back of my mind. And you're like, sometimes that what you see in your picture, that's where you go. And I just talked to Pedroza. He was in the right place at the right time. And he was talking about how they have a little train connect. I'm like, that sounds like he flew in. So my friend, yeah, I think I heard you say that, working at the bank without having to put on a uniform. Yeah, we know about working at the bank, don't we? Because that's where I met my best friend at, Deborah. She didn't even have a second child yet. And yeah, that bank, I ain't think of no uniform, honey. Them dresses, I tell you, and stockings every day. CV say he went to Canada in November and it's cold. Okay. Yeah. I seen Rim that stays in Canada. He has a channel. I am not going. Okay. And Rim even showed, I guess, how they get the maple syrup out the trees. He showed that. And then he showed in the wintertime when they grow gardens in the garages, inside. CV, you been to Italy? Oh, Warmstrong, have you been to Italy? I don't know if Warmstrong been to Italy or not. Rome is full of culture. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you've been around, CV. CV done been around. And Warmstrong, Niagara Falls is lovely. And I've never seen Niagara Falls. I have never seen Niagara Falls. Never seen them. The bullet trains were great in Italy. Is it Italia? Italy? I went from Venice to Rome. Okay. Okay. So CV has he's well seasoned traveler. Yeah, Warmstrong said he has been to Italy. Okay. Warmstrong, you getting now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm telling you, I need to travel a little bit. But another thing is I talk about never giving up. You can trip, you can even fall, but you need to get back up. And the YouTube thing, I kind of saved that for last, was because the YouTube thing I really wanted to give up, and I know exactly what it was. But hey, cruising scene, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about competition. I talked about that when I just had one person here, but competition, there's used to be healthy competition is what people would call it, like football, baseball, all the sports, even though now they cross over the line. Okay. But that competition, I don't know why we have to really beat up somebody or tear somebody down. Why can't we just celebrate each other? Why? I know competition has always been there and it's always gonna be there. Okay. So I don't know why we just can't celebrate, like somebody will say, like Beyonce, she better than Whitney, or Whitney better than Beyonce. Why can't we celebrate both of them? Why? Because that's what we're made of. That's what it is. Okay, CV says my oldest daughter is our hippie. She she travels and has lived, abroad. Now she work. Oh, sucky now. Oh, say, I wished. Oh my God, I don't want to go back, but I just wish I would have realized that and really listened to my mom. Oh my goodness, my life would have been so amazing. It would have been so amazing. But okay, and like I said, a healthy competition, there's nothing wrong with that, because that gets your blood juices going. But I know what get my blood juices going if I trip and I fall is if somebody does something to me or say I can't do it. That make me rise for the occasion. I don't know if anybody else, if something happened bad or somebody talk about you bad or say you can't do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So that's one thing, about YouTube. If somebody, hey, together we travel. Hey, we're just talking about, never giving up. If you fall, you trip, get back up. And so many people that have been successful on YouTube, um, is ones that's left and they came back. And then they get their footing, what I always talk about, because I didn't have it. And I think I finally got it. I think I finally got it. Um, let's see. We tell her no boyfriends. Yay! And do what you do, and no husbands either. Travel. She speaks 4 languages and just travel. And that is amazing. She's got, and I hope, oh God, my dentist office calling. I got a dentist thing tomorrow at 9. But yeah, and I hope she continue on, because I don't know exactly how old she is. I'm sure she's probably in her 20s. But yes, make sure you put that focus to dream big. Tell me you got it from a 67-year-old lady. Don't fall, continue on. And Warmstrong says, great job choice for your daughter. I love Delta Airlines. Just like Warmstrong, like Carnival, I love Delta Airlines. I love it, love it, love it. I don't want to go on anyone else. Okay, and I got a lot of points too. A lot of points. 25. Yeah. And you know what? She's just getting on her own too, because around 27, I always say, Keisha, we're talking about never falling down, get right back up. Keisha, when you were growing up, did you ever dream about anything big? I talked about that because I never did. I never did. And I don't know. I don't even think I knew how to dream. And that's why I say you have a young daughter, a young son, teach them that they can be whatever they want to be. And then give them that backing and that strength. I just wish with my sons that I would have taught them to be entrepreneurs. And I did it for years. That's the crazy things. Thank you, CV. Thumbs up, thumbs up. And I just know my life would have been entirely different. Even my children, it would have been entirely different. But yeah, I wasn't a dreamer, but I dream big now. I really do. I really uh, dream big. Even with YouTube now, I'm telling y'all, I finally got my footing in this. I always said that some months ago. I said, I got it. I got it. Yes, I do, y'all. But I always wanted to vlog. And now I keep saying I did 4 clips this morning. 4. And then you got to make it like a story. So I am starting to enjoy this ride, what other people are enjoying. And CV this morning, did I see you got over 1 million views on your channel? I think CV got over 1 million views on this channel. He talking about me. I need to see what CV do. I already know what CV doing. CV got over 1 million views on his channel. He a baseball collector. He rips the cards out. He give history on some of the cards. CV got over 1 million. We need to talk, school teacher. You doing something. You're doing something right. I tell you, you are doing something right. 1 million views. Look at that. Hashtag Betty CV so they can find you. CV. I couldn't believe it. I never paid attention to it. I just paid attention to how many subscribers. I looked over at them views. I'm like, CV is coasting over here. Oh my goodness. Hashtag Betty CVR. Anybody, if you want to drop your links. And the people that shared me out on Friday, and please share me out because I'll pin you up on Wednesday. And the people that shared me out on Friday was Swoop Like Me, Ningshi, Kengoshi, and Dee Dee. We know Dee Dee. Hey, Squirrel's Nest. Welcome, welcome. Squirrel's Nest, as you came and you was growing up. Did you dream big? Did you know what you wanted to be and you did it? I'm asking everybody that. Even Cruising Scene, as you were growing up, did you know what you wanted to be and did you become it? Keisha said, I don't remember dreaming anything. I'm telling you, I don't, and it's sad for me. For me, it's so sad. I wanted to do anything when I was younger, and I was married at 19. Yeah, you were a little younger than me. I think I was like 20, a little older, but like I said, I was an immature 20-year-old, though I would have put myself at 16 still. And I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, it would have been so nice if I would have dreamed big, not thinking about getting out the house, getting married, having babies. But I'm at the age now, I can still dream. I dream more now than ever. Even when I worked for myself all those years, I dream even bigger now. And that's why even with famous say, take care of your health now, do it. Do it. You don't have to, like I do intermittent fasting. That's easy for me, and that's a lifestyle. And I still eat what I want. And that's why it takes a while for the weight to come off. But I just eat in those certain hours. And I even noticed in the skirt, I don't even get on the scale. And the skirt, it looked so different yesterday. I said, oh, this look nicer. Thanks for sharing that, Keish. CV said my dream was to play for. Oh, really? I should have known that. That's like Andre in boxing. I said, I bet you his boys run around there and they boxing people all the time. My dream was to play for the Dodgers. I need to ask him, is that what he wanted to be? Because Andre Southgate, his link is dropping, but that's probably what he wanted to be. I would have to ask him that one. My dream was to play for the Dodgers. Then reality, I liked history and I became an elementary school teacher. Okay, okay, okay. But do you look back, CV, and say, maybe I could have done both? You know what I mean? Maybe I could have done both. Because I even have a board, with all the stuff that I want right now in my life. And that's good to be able to see stuff on this board, that stuff in your life that you really want and want it to happen. Happy birthday, Keisha. My daughter and son are realistically supported in life. Yeah, and that's and you know what? I hope they know how good they got it. There are things they want to do that we support, but we also guide them along a path that will have a lasting impact on them. And that's so amazing. And I didn't have that. I didn't, I'm not going to say with my parents, because, parents they did the best they knew how. But I could have done better as a mom. But now I know better, I would do better. So you only do what you know at that time. You guide them the best way and raise them the best way in this life. Okay, so yeah. Um, Sometimes at least college, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's amazing when you are he said it's not a regret. Okay, okay. Elliot, hey, how you doing? I got to go to the dentist in the morning, y'all. And we had the tea party this weekend. If y'all did not go to that tea party, Bill's birthday, and he looked it good, y'all. I should have had a picture up here. He looked good with his hat on. Shoot. He should wear a hat all the time. Bill, you need to wear a hat all the time. And and Banner with Bill is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. And then he has a weekly show with Scott, Controversial Cruising, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. And even if you don't cruise, you would love hearing what they have to say. I know if I keep being around them, that's what's going to happen. Elliot, you got your coffee? Me and Elliot is coffee drinkers. Me and Elliot, we're retired. Also, Warmstrong. CV will get there soon. I know what I want it to be. Oh, okay. Somebody knew. I didn't know. I moved from Western New York State to Arizona to go to the University of Tucson, Arizona, then return to New York and become a New York State trooper. I never returned. So, did you become a state trooper? Did you become a state trooper? I want to know. But you know what? I don't know where it came from with me loving pregnant women. Even when I worked with pregnant women, everybody would say, "Oh, she gonna be nice to you. She gonna be nice to you now." As soon as they drop them babies, I forget about them. So it was in here, but it wasn't up here. I even wrote on my college paper that I wanted to be a midwife, but I really, in the end, didn't want to be caught up in that. So it just came up in my life. I got to work and with pregnant women. Okay. Yep. CV say 10 more years before he can get out that door. 10 more years. I knew what I wanted to be. Okay. So I was asking him, did he become a state trooper? If you want to share it, you don't have to. And yes, and that seemed like a long time, but CV, just think 10 more years, I'll be what, 77? CV, you're gonna have to come take care of me. You're gonna have to come take care of me. You are. Oh God. AR Guns, you ain't made no coffee yet, Elliot. I can't come visit you. You ain't made no coffee. You slept late. Okay. CV says I like Western New York, like Buffalo and upstate. So, do anybody think about moving in a small town instead of staying in a big city? CV stays in California. I really want to move back to a small town. My husband don't want to though. My husband don't want to move to a small town. I would love to move to a small town. I think I would really enjoy that. But let's get back to this never giving up, because success, and the first time I heard that was from my baby sister, that success is right around the corner, right around the corner. Scrolls Next says, no, he didn't make it to be the state trooper. I worked in TV broadcasting for 35 years mainly. Okay, so you was a part of it still though, even though you didn't get to play. Oh, that's right, you wanted to be a trooper. I'm getting my sports people mixed up. Okay. And you know what? CV probably would have liked that. Sports broadcasting. Didn't think about that, did you, CV? Sports broadcasting for baseball. So, yeah. And AR Gun says, I'm in a rural bedroom town. And I really would love to move back. But I tell people that move back in those small towns, you need to make sure you have some money, because if you're 30 minutes out of the city or whatever or longer, you gotta have a good car too. You can't have a regular car, CV. I'm gonna say, Elliot. Can't have no regular car. CV says, I live and work in small towns in the middle of Cali. So is it a private school? Is it a private school? CV. Well, Betty, I applied for CHP and so you didn't get it. You didn't get it. I'm so scared. I'm so glad my sons aren't police or anything. I'm really scared. Um, Especially with just toting guns out. I want my child to come home, and I know, police want to go home too, but I want my son home is what I want. Said we are growing though. Okay, and it don't need to grow too fast, CV. It don't. It don't. Oh, they made the LAPD. He made it. Yeah. And another thing too is, y'all, let me tell you this. And okay, in high school, I was lazy. I made good grades, but I could have did better. Then I only did some college, and I did excellent, but I stopped. And that is, I look back now, and just the decisions I made at that time was just horrendous. Horrendous. And I was headstrong too. Still is. You can tell. I was headstrong, but I gave up a lot, and I could have been so successful in so many things. I gave up a lot. I really did. CV say he made it, but 32,000 to get shot. I know. I teach. I'll take 22,000 versus the the 22,000 to teach it there. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad, because that's why I say that's one thing I didn't want my sons to do. Now they went to the service, both of them went to the service. They didn't retire. Both of them only stayed, for a short span of time. But yeah. They made it through boot camp. And one almost got sent off to war, but he lucked up. Somebody else took his place. The person that was over my son didn't like him, so he was going to send him. But this other guy volunteered to go, so he had to go above that other person to and the other person didn't have a family. My son had a family. So yeah. But yeah, just when you give up, I always say success is right around the corner. Because if I would have gave up on YouTube in December, look what would have missed. Look at all of you that I would have met. I didn't even think that I was going to do a live consistently 3 days a week. I love doing live. It shows I love doing live. and scrolling there talking about CV, great decision. So find something you love because I'm telling y'all, life is so short. If you hate your job, figure a way out of it. I'm telling y'all, like, I cannot believe that it has been what? I'm 57. I retired 10 years since I retired. I can't look how fast 10 years went by, you know, and then before that, the work and everything, and life can change like that. So if you don't enjoy, I know the bills got to be paid. I do know that. I know the bills got to be paid and all that. But I did, and like I say, people that's been around me for a while know what I'm going to say, that I did leave a job with no money and 2 children and a mortgage, and then I wouldn't have health insurance. But for some reason, this universe, if you believe it or not, it all works together. And for some reason, I started on that road where I wanted to leave and I hated my job, didn't dislike, I hated it. And somewhere that ball started rolling and I couldn't stop it. And once I left, it all worked out. And I don't even think I had a fear. Maybe I was too silly to have a fear of it. But it all worked out for me and the children. I'm trying to think, did I have a car note? No, yeah, I had a car note because I got the house after I got the car. So I know my first new car. I got I got the house, so the car came after. Okay, so yeah, I would have had the new car before I left. But it all worked out, thank goodness. But it could have not, but I could always went back, you know. We were living from paycheck to paycheck. So that's what I started saying. I'm living from paycheck to paycheck. So what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? My medical, a regular paycheck. I thought people at one time when I worked at a bank that they were crazy to work for themselves. And I know most of you in this chat want to work for yourself. It's hard, y'all. I don't care what anybody say. Working for yourself. Oh, we can talk about that one. We won't talk about that today, but working for yourself can entail. When I was a doula, I would be gone from the house. That's working with pregnant women in labor from Monday all the way to Friday. And then I may not get to come home because then there's another call, somebody in labor. And that has happened. And then I come home and sleep for 24 hours without waking up or going to the bathroom. And then my husband say, welcome back to the living. But it's hard, but it's to be something you enjoy. See, no matter how hard that got being a doula, I stuck with it. The nurses made it hard for me because they didn't want me in there. They talked about I made too much money. They would tell my clients that, or my clients would hear them out the room saying, I don't know why she here, because I wasn't on the medical side and we were supposed to work together. Is basically what. But then they think you're trying to listen to what's going on. And in fact, the nurse manager did call me and I said, I don't know. She said, what do you mean? I said, I don't know. I'm saying, my man, oh, now you need me. I'm not going to tell on the workers. Okay, Elliot says, if the young people knew how short it was, they Elliot, we didn't know how short life was. I would have lived a fuller life, and I'm living it now. I'm living it now and not take time for granted, I believe. But Elliot, we didn't know that. And that's why youth a lot of times is wasted. A lot of energies. They got the brain cells, they got the thought, they got the creativity. That's why I like to be around young creators too, because they're like, and we're like a second in between. I'm telling you, I thought I had all the time in the world. Yeah, when we were young, when our parents was trying to tell us, do it now because you won't be able to do it later. I remember my sister was an LPN, a licensed practical nurse, and my mom wanted her to be an RN, and she didn't want it. She said she was tired. And my mom said, do it now because you're not going to be able to do it later. You're going to have other responsibilities. Thank God she was able to do it later, but it was hard. She bit all her fingernails off. She ain't have no nails. I agree. Sometimes folks don't want to listen until they hang themselves. Yeah, and I probably was that one. Oh, what's that one? And but when I look back, life wasn't too bad, but it could have been better. A lot better, CV. I could have made a lot of better decisions than what I made because I had a good mom. I just didn't listen. Um, but that's what kids do. They don't listen. And yeah, my mom said the same thing. Enjoy your youth. And she was right. It's like enjoying your kids when they're small. People tell you that all the time. And then they would become teenagers. And then it's like, oh shoot, I know what they meant. It's like people don't know until you have teenagers. They can be good teenagers, but they still gonna bring you problems. I don't care what nobody, they gonna bring you some problems. I am our union vice president until it is too late. I advise them and give them a speech. Great CV. Great. And you know what? And definitely tell them to still dream big. And if this isn't the career that they want, they need to either go back to college and find something different. Because years later, they're going to say, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, and all of that. But I still take us right back because I've been over an hour, and I appreciate each and every one of you in here. I talked to Pedroza for a while before anybody started popping in. And I thank him for that because that kept me going for a little while. But yeah, I just want to say never give up. Embrace every day when you wake up. Be grateful. I think we tend to not be grateful. And let me tell you, I was doing that, y'all. I was doing that. Who retires at 57? You know, who and not be grateful for that? And then you're not scrounging for pennies. Who, 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 I really was ungrateful. I'm grateful now, but I'm hoping my husband don't hear me because he used to tell me that all the time. I am grateful. I am grateful. I have made some great decisions of heavy burdens that was on my shoulders for 30 years. It's gone. I made a decision that should have been made 30 years ago. I feel good. Now, where do I go now? That's what I want to know. Have you thought about that? You're at this age now. You have all this wisdom that you could share and impart to others. Where do we go with it? What do we do with it? It's great CV talk to the ones that come in that's younger, or the older man that talked to CV when he came in to guide him. But I'm going to say again, I wished I would have guided my children a lot better and for them to become entrepreneurs. And both of them really work for themselves now, but I wished I would have really taught them that. D is saying, yes, don't take things for granted. It can be like a blink of an eye, a blink of an eye. But what I want younger people, and I'm hoping that they're listening to me, the ones that's millennials, the ones that's Generation X after me, my children's ages, dream big. I know you have the children. I know you have the families. I know you have the bills, the loans, the houses to take care of. You need the health insurance. I know what you need because I've been there. But you're going to get to my age and you're going to look back over your shoulders and say, I should have. God darn it. I should have done that. Yep. And CV's working on his first book. What was your second book? Seemed like you told me about the first book. And CV says, so that is my plan, more writing, research, and fun. Okay, I know I have retirees. I'm going to leave y'all with this last question. Now you know better. You do better. So what are you going to do now? Have you focused in on something? Like I know my focus is not more on things, but to be grateful for what I have and really look tunnel vision, not to the left, not to the right, but straight forward. And really, this is how I'm doing with YouTube. I'm really focusing in now. Okay, now I know that I got a great footing in YouTube. I'm like this now with the vlogging. I know I got that. Like I said, I did 3 or 4 clips this morning. I already know I'm going to take y'all to the dentist with me tomorrow. Building on that story until, I get to the end. I couldn't figure it out before. I'm like, how do they do this? How do they plan for it? That just means I need more friends that vlog, and I'm working on that too. But just think if I would have stopped YouTube in December. Ah. This history buff, history of Tulare, California. So the first book, where can we buy it? Off of Amazon, CV? And the name of it, please. And Scroll's Nest says younger people don't want to listen to advice. We did Scroll's Nest. Scroll's Nest. We did. I know I didn't listen to my mom. I ain't listen. Just like us when we were young, we already knew it all. We did. But the baby boomers really didn't do that bad though. We watched our parents work hard, and they didn't give up on anything. My mom used to say, you don't push through. When you get tired, you don't push through, Betty. And she was so right. Now that she was right about. Okay. So yeah. But we can't go back. We can't go back. But I love this part of my life. I love my life. I love it. Scroll, this is sometimes the case, sadly, but I'm open if they want to listen. Yeah, and you know what? And I think that's why I was getting a lot of millennials to my channel, and now I'm getting Generation X because they really want to know. And I really want them to know when you're in the 35 or 27, 35, 45, you're still raising those children. You're busy. You're happy at your job. Everybody don't hate their jobs, but this is a time when I say you really need to go in a corner, get in a quiet moment and really see where you really want your life to head. Even if you're in a bad marriage, some people stay in there for the rest of their lives and then they're too old. But I say you're never too old to get out of a bad relationship. Now that I taught my kids. I taught them that. Now that I taught them. If I ain't teach them nothing else, I taught them that you do not have to stay in an unhappy relationship in this world. You really don't. Okay, let me get off of that soapbox. Okay, CV says, I know. Sometimes blew them off, my pops off, but now I quote all day long, don't we? My mama. This is my mama, what you see. She was a lighter version, but this is her. And the things I say, and I wish I could say, but I really appreciated her, thank God, before she died, because 27, I came to my senses. Okay, I really came to I would say 28, 29, somewhere up in there, I came to my senses. But yes, I'm my mom's child. I am my mama's child now. And I wish she was here to really, to know me, to really know that her child is all right, is what it is. Okay, CV, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin that to the top. And what it is, CV wrote his first book to Lair by Caesar. Sir, okay, I'm gonna pin it instead of trying to say it. But it's in Barnes and Nobles is where it's at. Thank you so much, and I pinned that right onto the top so they can see it. CV, and why not? You can get on Amazon, or why not Amazon too? Like I know anything about publishing books. Oh, he got it. He got it. I missed it. Okay. Okay. He's telling me where we can. Okay. Let me go up here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. And he said Costco. We don't have a Costco. Oh, we got a Walgreens. Oh, okay. So it's just locally where you're at. Okay. Okay. Now we all got the title. So, and if you're interested in history, everybody, you can definitely buy it. He say Amazon. Okay. Amazon. When you say Amazon, that's that's my stove. That's my stove. Okay, I'm just trying to go down the he says it's in the local history section and just Google. Okay. Okay. Now he gonna write his second book. Okay, well we gonna definitely look forward to that. But I thank everybody that's here. I think everybody that come after I get off alive and watch me, because so many people came to the tea party yesterday and watched it after everything was over. And I'm just so amazed how the numbers keep, going up. I'm just like, I am so grateful. And it was Bill's birthday. And I just want to say to Warmstrong, and that's what I should have said yesterday, was I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You have been great for me on this YouTube journey. And continue to make me a better YouTube creator. You really are. And I know that I got to bring it down just a little bit and not get excited easy. And I really listen to you. I just like to fuss back. But I do thank you so much. And Warmstrong Adventures, who is Bill, he has a banter with Bill, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please stop by and tell him I sent you. And on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he has a talk show now. It's and he does that with Controversial Cruising, Scott and Warmstrong. They're like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. And then of course me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm really, like I say, I enjoy this. I love this. And I definitely want to build my community. And Sundays, I changed my my blogging videos to Sundays at noon. And just going to see how the numbers work on that and just stay consistent. Because now I know how to do the clips, but now I got to do the camera angles. Yes, he is. He really is. I fuss at him because he do. He be beating me up. Beat me up. I'm a old lady. You know what, y'all? I use that too. When I'm going somewhere and I want my way, I say, I'm just an old lady. My mama used to do that one. I gotta take my time. And she used to did laugh later on. She's so funny. Yeah, Dee's from Australia. If nobody knows, it's late over there. It's like probably like 11 or 12 o'clock right now. And CV, he subscribed to Scroll's Nest. Great. Great, great, great. I'm so glad that all of you are. Oh, and then also who I want to say. Shoot. Can't think of the name. That's a shame. Oh, Clock. I'm gonna make sure I pin him up on Wednesday. It's someone that needs watch hours. I'm gonna make sure I pin him up Wednesday and see if we can really work on his watch hours. And I'm gonna see, maybe he can come on my channel, co-stream out. I don't know. I'm going to ask him any way that I can help him get some hours, destination fun, embarkation. If I can help you on my live and co-stream out to get some more hours, then I will. Okay. So yeah, I want them to get monetized. And make sure that you get your 4,000 watch hours. You get to 3,000, but focus on 4,000. You want everything. You want everything that YouTube can give you, because they're gonna take their 30%. Okay, so you know, yeah, I do, I do. Even when I'm on the phone and I be talking, I say I'm old enough, I'll be your great grandmama. And then you know what, CV, I was on the cable piece. She talking about you understand more than you. I tell you, even trying to get off of cable, y'all, they try to make it hard. But I had read up on that and I did exactly what the people told me. Work like a champ. Work like a champ. CV, you already, and I thank you. You already do it. You already do it. So again, I've been on an hour, 20 minutes. That went by so fast. And and I just had a great day. And like I said, I had a great weekend. I had a phenomenal weekend. When I clean out closets and I look up in them and they look good, I'm like, oh my goodness. I cut my dish. What dish? It took a long time. I cut my dish. What we talking about, CV? I'm lost. I love you so much too. Okay, Keish, I'm always happy because I'm getting ready to get off, but I was trying to see what CV meant by I cut my dish. What do that mean, CV? Did- Is it the yard? What took you so long? Oh, dish. Okay, okay. Yeah, I cut Spectrum, the cable. I cut that. And I wouldn't have had it as long as I had it because of my husband. Then when that bill kept going up and up, then he wanted to do it. We have a thing where we pay every month, Sling TV. Honestly, if it wasn't for my husband, I wouldn't even purchase Sling TV. I would just let it go. But my husband, him, MSNBC News and all the other stuff, and we could still get local TV too on the antenna. It took over an hour. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, if y'all wanna, it's ways, and then they'll put you on hold, come back, try to offer you something, put you on hold, and then they'll let you go. But I stayed nice the whole time. I ain't get irritated. I was biting it, but honey, when I got that, it was gone. And I already had Sling TV. I had that all set up already. So yeah. We stream and we got rabbit. Yeah. We also have the rabbit ears like years ago. Hey, Destination Fun and Destination Fun. She goes on live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but she's working on her hours. And anyway, I can help you, Destination Fun. If you can come up, you want to co-stream out and you out on the side, come back in, out on the side, come back in, because we do. You're gonna have to work really hard. DT, she says we have pay TV, Foxtel, very expensive satellite dish. Yeah, it's expensive over there. I remember my son saying that on there. But okay, I thank everybody for coming in this morning. I thank you so much, so very much. And if you was not at the tea party yesterday, please go over there and watch that. We had a ball. We had a good time. And I'm going to do it again the end of next month. I don't know if I'm going to have the same people if they want to, and I'm hoping because they're a great set of people. And if not, then link. I seen CV put link down there, but I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, He'll tell me later. But thank you so much, and I will see all of you later. Bye bye, everybody. Going to clean out some more closets.